In this video, I'd like to share with you the best way to make money online in 2025. So as you can see on my screen, I've put some proof of money I've received in my company. And as you can also see, I've put some pictures of me in my everyday life. That way, you can clearly see that this stuff actually works. With that being said, when we get to 30,000 subs on YouTube, I'll give away $2,000. All you need to do to win that money is to watch the video until the end, to subscribe, and to share it with a friend. And I also have a gift for you. In the description of this video, you'll find a free training where I share with you exactly how I went from zero to over $1,200 per day with 95% in profit margin with my business. And right now, I'm also offering free consultation calls where together we come up with a game plan for you to get to $10,000 per month as quickly as possible. Now, I do have to say our spots are very limited and we don't accept everyone. The link will be in the description below. So let's analyze the first way to make money online together. And this is to literally go on websites that pay you to listen to music. Sounds amazing, right? I mean, who doesn't like listening to music? You would just spend all of your time listening to music, rating the songs, and that's how you're getting paid. If you honestly believe that this is your ticket to financial freedom, I don't even know what to tell you. Because you're going to earn a few cents, but that's basically it. And that's why we can't even call it a business model, because what if the app shuts down tomorrow? First of all, then you stop getting paid. And like I told you, you earn cents per task. So is it worth it? Not really. So remember, when you're paid to do something like that, it's because you are the product. And that's why I put this in each year, because it's probably the worst business model. It's not even a business model. It's the worst way to make money online in 2025 by far. Now, next up, we have playing mobile games and getting paid to test some games. Now, it's literally the same thing as, getting paid to listen to music. You are the product. So these apps, they make way more money by showing you ads, by making you play the game with the sponsorships they have with these brands, rather than paying you for the amount of time you've played. They don't care about paying you, it's a business. So for that, it's in each year just as well, because it's a horrible way to make money online. Next up, we have online surveys. So there's lots of websites that offer you to complete online surveys. They basically ask you some simple questions about different brands, what you like, what you don't like, and you can make money according to them. Now this, I'm still going to put it in each year because it's not a good business model. You can't make $100,000 a month with that. You can't even make $10,000 per month with that. And again, they make more money by showing you the surveys rather than paying you to do the surveys. So it's in each year because it's literally the same crap as those websites that pretend to pay you to listen to music or to play mobile games. It's literally the same thing. And actually I would know because my mother, when I was younger, she would spend a lot of time filling out online surveys just to get free products from the grocery store or to get discounts. And while she was getting like $50 here and there, it's not what would allow us to be financially free, And she was already in the top 1% of people who made money with online surveys. But she was only earning like $50 here and there. So it's not going to make you rich. Most people, they're going to try to do this. You're going to take your time to fill out an online survey. And then at the end of the survey, they tell you you're not eligible. You've literally taken time out of your day to fill out a survey, but they're not even going to pay you in the end. So it's like, you do what you want with that, but I put it in each year. Now, what about ClickBank, which is basically affiliate marketing? But ClickBank is one of the most known platforms for affiliate marketers because they typically show you a bunch of products you can list and earn commissions. So the issue is, the other day I was talking with people who were doing affiliate marketing, and at best they were earning $4 in commission, meaning every time somebody bought a product from their link, they made $4. And the way they were going about getting customers, it was by making TikTok content, except they weren't going viral at all. They were struggling to get views and they were barely getting any sales. So, with 10 sales, you'd only be making $40. It's nothing. And if you think, oh, but it's easy, I can get 40 sales a day, I can get 100 sales a day. But think about this. How many sales would you need per day, per month to make this worth it? And to be able to get those sales, how many views would you need to get? How much of a crazy budget for paid ads would you even need in the first place? And so while you're making somebody else richer by promoting their product, only earning $4 a commission, while they're making probably something like $20 to $40, you're only getting paid 10% of that. Like, come on, they make $40 in profit, for example, and you get paid $4, when technically speaking, they got the sale thanks to you. So it should be closer to 30% or 50% even. So a lot of people, they want to make money online because they don't like the idea of having a job, of making someone else richer instead of making themselves richer. But what they don't realize is that this is exactly what they're doing when they go for business models like affiliate marketing. So that's why I put it in D tier, because if you've got a big audience or you have a big budget for paid ads and you're a pro at running ads, you can actually make very good money with that. But the reason why it's only a D tier is because most people fail, to be honest, and there are much better ways to make more money and faster, with much higher commissions. The other business model I'd like to share with you, or way to make money online, it's dropshipping with paid advertising. And I know this one extremely well because I tried it for a long time, close to a year or two, back when I was still in high school. So with one of my friends, we were talking a lot about becoming financially free. We were following these online influencers. And at some point, around 2018, 2019, 2020, dropshipping became very popular. And so everybody and their mother was making videos on how to build a profitable dropshipping store. And so what happened is, lots of people would make these videos, and then we wanted to start it because we thought it could be a good business model. We'd need no inventory, barely any startup capital, and we didn't have to show our face online or build a brand. So it seemed very attractive as an idea. But to be completely honest, deep down, I knew dropshipping wasn't a good business model, but I still wanted to try it to gain some experience in business, and I thought, you know what? What if I'm wrong? What if this stuff actually really works, and what if we succeed? So we tried. So my best friend of the time was working a part-time job, and so he poured a lot of money into this business, and I poured all of my time into it because I really had barely any money to invest. But in the end, we lost thousands of dollars and months, even close to a year of our life, really. But there's one thing that this experience taught me. We actually made a Facebook ad campaign for a flat squeeze mop, and only 30 minutes after launching the ad campaign, we got our first sale. And I will remember this moment forever because I was literally having dinner with my parents in the living room, and when I come back to my room, I see dozens of notifications on WhatsApp from my friend. He was going crazy. He was telling me, look, somebody bought the product. And it felt like one of the best feelings in the whole world because it was a beautiful summer evening and it just gave me hope. Now, like I told you, after that what happened is that we didn't get more sales, we only lost more money. I know people who've made lots of money with dropshipping, but I've spoken to hundreds of people who wanted to become financially free. And a lot of them, they've tried business models like dropshipping and they lost thousands on ads, or they never made any money in the first place. And that's exactly why I'm going to put it in D tier, because it's a pretty risky business model. You're competing against thousands of people reselling the same overpriced garbage on a pretty website, and you really believe that's how you're going to make millions or $10,000 a month. It's not. It's super saturated. Now, the other way to make money online is investing in the stock market. And that can be a good way to make money if you already have a lot of money to invest in the first place. The other day, I was talking with a 40, 50-year-old man, and he wasn't the only one in the same situation. But basically what he told me is that he had been investing diligently in the stock market every month. He had been saving up his money, and he had been investing for over 3 decades. He still wasn't financially free. He was still working the same dead-end job he didn't like, and it wasn't enough for him to be financially free, to live the kind of lifestyle he wanted. So he was stuck in this hamster wheel, following the advice of the so-called financial experts, barely to make any money. So he was seeing a return on his investment, yes, but it was too tiny to do anything. He couldn't pay for vacations, he couldn't buy a home like he wanted, he couldn't do anything. And that's why, as a way to make money online, I'm going to put this in D tier. Because the thing is, it's a great way to make passive income, probably in A tier or S tier. However, if your goal is to make 10K per month, be financially free, travel the world, live this kind of life, and you rely on investing in the stock market to be able to do that, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're not going to get what you want quickly, at all. You'd be lucky to be rich at 60. That's why I'm going to put it in D tier. It's a great way to make your money work for you. It's amazing. But you need to invest a lot of money up front just to see a decent return on your investment. I mean, unless you can invest 100K to honestly $1 million in the stock market, you're not going to be able to make a living to pay for your lifestyle with your returns from the stock market. Now we've got something pretty similar. What about day trading? Now, if we take a look at the stats, most day traders lose money. So I have 2 shocking statistics to share with you. As you can see, the vast majority of experienced day traders still lose out. Only 9% of day traders with 400 plus days of experience earn positive lifetime net results. So you're very likely to lose as a day trader. And on top of that, as you can see, 80% of all day traders quit within the first 2 years. So as you can see, day trading, if you want to make a lot of money, most people lose money. So unless you're super knowledgeable about it, you know exactly what you're doing, then you might be part of that 9% that succeeds. But again, unless you've got crazy budget to invest into it, it's probably not going to work for you. And even if you do, remember, most day traders lose money. So the stats are literally against you. And that's why I put it in D tier, because if you hit the jackpot, you hit the jackpot, but if you don't, oh my god, you're gonna lose a lot. So I wouldn't suggest it, unless you've got money to play with and you don't mind losing all of it. The next business model or way to make money online is YouTube automation. So with YouTube automation, what you do is you basically make content that's designed to go viral, to get millions of views, and you get paid with AdSense revenue. Now, ideally, you would get freelancers, contractors, and essentially other people remote to make the videos for you. And all you would do is to manage the whole process, manage your team, and you get the paychecks from YouTube. So this could be a decent business model, but it's very, very difficult to make great YouTube videos that get lots of views. I mean, if it were that easy, I would already have 10 million subscribers right now. There's a reason why I don't, even though I'm working really hard on this. So just because you hire some cheap freelancers, or even you make the content yourself, doesn't mean you're going to go viral automatically just like that. It's very difficult. It requires years of experience and lots of skill. So for that, yes, it can make a lot of money. YouTube is a great platform, but if you're only relying on ads, it's not the best way to make money on YouTube by far, and it's going to take you years most likely to see any success with this business. So that's why I put it in D tier. The other business model I'd like to share with you is print on demand. So for example, as you can see, you've got this mug, it's typically all blank, and then you put your logo or your design on it. You can do the same for shirts, for clothes, for phone cases, pillows, etc. And whenever somebody buys the product, the supplier prints the design and ships it for you. Now, I'm going to put this in D tier as well because it's oversaturated. There are way more people selling it than people buying it. So if you want to be like 99% of people, not even making a few cents, wondering why you're not moving forward, go ahead and do print on demand. But you have no way to differentiate yourself from the competition. You're essentially like every other seller. How do you differentiate yourself? Unless you're Justin Bieber and you create some merch, and then lots of people buy it because they love you already, or unless you've got some crazy, super cool design that grabs the attention of a lot of people, you're not going to make any money. And that's why I'm putting this in D tier, because it's got potential. It's not as bad as online surveys, listening to music or playing games, but really, I mean, if you count on this to make you wealthy or successful, you're going to be extremely disappointed. It's oversaturated. The next way to make money on our list is Amazon FBA. So with Amazon FBA, the big con is that you've got to spend at least 10 to 20k in inventory, and then you give the products to Amazon and they list it on their website. And the upside is that you benefit from Amazon's already existing traffic, because there's millions of people browsing the Amazon website every day. So your products gain exposure. And for literally every business, the most important thing is exposure, traffic, visibility, which is typically what most businesses under $1 million a year struggle with. And so while you can make a lot of money with Amazon FBA, most sellers are not successful, and even the most successful ones, they don't actually earn that much money. I've spoken with lots of people who did Amazon FBA, and I remember someone in particular, he had invested something like $10,000, $20,000 in Amazon FBA for inventory, and it was basically sitting in Amazon's warehouse. And what happened is, I mean, he was barely getting any sales. So he invested 10 to 20k of his own money that he worked so hard to earn with his job into a failing business. So that's exactly why Amazon FBA is still in B tier. And also one of the big downsides of Amazon FBA is that if your product works really well, Amazon will most likely try to copy it. They'll come up with their Amazon version of it. They will manufacture it themselves. And then they will stop promoting your product and instead promote their own. I've known a lot of people who got their stores completely killed because Amazon decided to steal the idea. At the end of the day, they own the platform, so they control you. The other business model on our list is dropshipping, but with organic marketing. So like I told you with my friend, we tried dropshipping with paid advertising, and we failed miserably. But what we did later on is to try it with organic marketing. So to get customers, what we would do is I would basically spend all day reaching out to small Instagram influencers between 10,000 followers and ask them to become our affiliates. So basically, when they agreed, we would create a special discount code for them, and when they gave it to their followers and they bought from us, they would receive a commission. And so within a few days, we made $100, but then we stopped for different reasons. And so that could have worked more if we had kept going. But even then, with dropshipping, profit margins are small, and that's why I put it in C tier instead of putting it in S tier, because it's not the best business model by any means. It's better than doing it with paid ads, because your profit is going to be closer to 20% than to 5%. But either way, 20% in profit, it's really not that much, unless you're having crazy numbers like hundreds of millions of dollars. The other way to make money online is to sell digital products. So it can be ebooks, it could be online courses, things like that. This is a B-tier business, and the reason why is because profits are insanely high. You can have like between 60 to 90% in profit depending on whether you use ads or organic marketing to get your customers. But the reason why it's not A or S tier is because to make this work, you need a big audience already or a big budget for paid ads, and you need the knowledge on how to run successful ads. So while it's got a lot of potential, a lot of people fail with it because they try to sell products which no one cares about, they don't differentiate themselves at all, and so they become just like everyone else, and they don't have a big audience or a budget for paid ads. And so they never go anywhere. And lots of people, they build this super complex digital product for 6 months and then they've got no one to sell it to. Or it turns out nobody wants it and they want something else instead. That's why it's in B tier, because yes, you can make a lot of money, but most people are still going to fail with it. The other way I'd like to share with you to make money online is to have a social media marketing agency. So basically, you're providing typical services for business owners. The reason why I'm going to put this in A tier and not S tier is because while out of everything we've talked about, it's the best way to earn more money online, it's not the number one best way. The best way to earn money online by far, it's my way. So yeah, I put a picture of myself because if those business models were better, or these opportunities were better, I wouldn't be talking to you about my stuff. I'd be talking about print on demand or Amazon FBA or YouTube automation or day trading. But the reason I'm not is because I found a better opportunity. So what we do is what's called high ticket consulting, meaning we solve problems for people. So we basically monetize a knowledge, a skill, or a passion that we have, and we turn it into a 6 or even 7-figure business. So to give you an example, I help people to start a profitable consulting business. So I solve a painful problem for people. The fact that they're not financially free, that they work for a boss that they hate, and they want to live life on their own terms. It's a very painful problem, and so it's worth a lot of money. To give you another example, some of my customers, they work with people who want to lose weight without having to spend hours in the gym or give up the foods they love. This is a painful problem they're solving for someone. I know people who also sell dating offers. They help men to find dates, etc. Either way, you solve painful problems for people. Now, technically in consulting, there's also services. Social media marketing agency isn't even a correct term because not every agency is providing social media marketing. Some of them, it's literally just paid ads. It's nothing to do with content. And so with our model, profit margins are extremely high, 95%, because the only cost you have is your knowledge and your time. That's basically it. And even if right now you think you have nothing to sell, I can guarantee right now, in you, there is a potential 6-figure, even 7-figure offer. You just don't realize it yet. And on top of that, each customer pays us a high ticket price between $1,000 to $10,000 plus. So for example, when you help people to get dates, it could be priced at $4,000 because it's a very painful problem you solve for people. But let's say you were to help somebody to invest in the stock market or to become a successful day trader, you could price that above $5,000. I know offers that sell for $8,000, even $10,000, even more than that. And that is why high-ticket consulting is the S-tier business model. This business model has changed not only my life, but also the lives of countless of my customers. And that's why, by far, it's the best business model. I've literally tried all other ways to make money online. Yes, even the online service when I was a kid. And so far, nothing has come even remotely close to high-ticket consulting. And that's why high-ticket consulting is our winner. Now, be honest with yourself. If you already knew how to make $10,000 per month plus online, you would have done it already. You wouldn't be watching this video right now, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training where I show you exactly everything I did to go from zero to over $1,200 per day, step by step. And right now, I'm also offering free consultation calls where together, we come up with a game plan for you to get to $10,000 per month as quickly as possible. If you're interested, be quick because our spots are very limited and we don't accept everyone. With that being said, I will see you on the other side.